Greetings, greetings, as we all come into the space. I want to introduce myself. My name is Chantel Sierta Shakim. I am your soul guide and holistic self-care practitioner. Today we are diving into the tarot, and we will also dive into some clarifying cards for the energy of love for today. Let's see what Spirit has to say. We've been on this love path for a while now. And for the whole month of February, we are doing Madly in Love with Me. This is a challenge I'm doing with some of my sisters and on Facebook and Instagram. It's just a time of tapping into our I am essence and really into who we are and whose we are. So as we tap into these cards, they are coming out already, y'all. So the first card that comes out is the Two of Pentacles, bringing forth what it is that we have to look forward to. Followed by the King of Swords, followed by Six of Pentacles, the Strength, the Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Hermit. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 cards. That's what we normally go for. So I'm going to just tap into the energy. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome into the space. Just drawing some cards today, tapping into the energy of love and seeing what it has to say for us today. As we are in the day of February the 14th, this is my 45th day of going live for this expression of me, I have already pulled the 7 cards and I'm going to dive into them, starting with the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is all about our material wealth, balancing the light and the darkness, the good and the bad. We're bringing it into a space of wisdom and intelligence and knowing exactly what it is we desire. As we bring those things that are above to this now reality. And it does take strength and courage, as this is a major arcana card, smack dab in the middle. We are opening up our hearts in true surrender to everything that we desire. Getting out of our head, getting out of the illusions that keep us stuck, and moving into the light of who we truly are. In that I am. As she's in the red, so am I. Okay? As we go into the Hermit. The Hermit is all about that time of inner reflection so that you can begin to shine your light bright. Okay? So that is what I'm getting from this, is just a time of equalizing and balancing all the things that we know and bringing it into an intellect of knowingness, right? Knowing what it is you desire, knowing how you're going to bring forth your abundance. But it takes strength, it takes courage, it takes determination, and it takes surrender. You have to surrender to the things that you know for sure and don't waver. Getting out of the illusion, no matter what it looks like, and coming into that space of shining your brightest light. So we will go into the book and see what the book has to say about these cards, starting from the bottom, moving to the top. So we'll start with this Hermit card, which is also a major arcana card. So the Hermit is number 9 in the major arcana. And it says, inner sage, inner mentor, inner guide, show me my brightest light, so that I may see with all of my heart. And that means seeing it for the truth of what it is, and what it is you desire, not getting stuck in the illusion of what it looks like, but holding the vibration so that you can attract those things that serve you in the highest vibration. So we'll go into the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords says, I enjoy doing this. And I'm being consistent, seeing my vision in detail, going live every day to make sure that I stay true to myself, stay true to the work. And this number 9 says, I see my fears as the illusion that they are. We have to get out of fear, y'all. The world is full of a lot of things that control us through fear. So we have to shift that to love and know that we are loving on ourselves more than ever so that we can receive all that this life has to offer as we surrender to the truth of who we are. And this is the Queen of Cups. All of our emotions, all of the things that support us in the highest vibration of light. So the Queen of Cups says, my intuitive heart openly expresses love. And on this day of love, I hope that you are finding love within and that you are truly being true to yourself in that space of love, madly in love with you, no matter who else is showing up. So it says, my intuitive heart openly expresses deep love. And in that space, you have to be courageous. You have to have compassion for yourself. You have to love on yourself like never before. Greetings, 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 y'all. Welcome into the space. So the Strength card, again, is a Major Arcana card. It's Major Arcana card number 8. And it says, I deliberately bring my compassion and strength forward, and I use them for the good. So, we're not fighting. We're just allowing. We're surrendering. We're going in the flow of love that is healing us, healing our hearts, healing our minds, and allowing us to birth the life that we truly desire, which is full of abundance. As above, so below. We are creating the heaven on earth experience, and everything that we desire, everything that we need is being put right in our hands. So we have to walk in it and know that this is my time. And it is a 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles says, I show gratitude for my life through generosity and compassion. This is a give and receive. This is reciprocity. What it is you put out, that's what you're going to receive. So we pray that you are receiving all the good that you desire because you are focused, you are intentional, you are making wise and intelligent decisions for your life. No one else can do it for you. You have to be the change you wish to see. And it all starts with you and me. It all starts in that vibration of the highest frequency of love. Okay? And this is the King of Swords. King of Swords says, I make intelligent and wise decisions about my future. Every day is a new opportunity to make it better than the day before. So make wise decisions. If you know it's not working for you, if it doesn't feel right, let it go so that you can come into balance. You can come into harmony. You can come into all that this life has in store for you. And this is the 2 of Pentacles. So 2 of Pentacles says, Pentacles is all about material wealth, material manifestation in this now reality. So here we are. It says, I create an equilibrium in my life that allows me to be my best self. This is your time to be your best self now, loving on yourself, holding yourself at the highest frequency of love, light, and abundance, because it is yours by birthright. We are royalty, and we get to experience a life of royalty as we intentionally build our kingdoms, build our queendoms, and reign and rule. So that is the story. It's saying we have to begin to go into those places where we can shine our brightest light, moving out of the illusion, surrendering to love, bringing strength and compassion in that energy of reciprocity, giving and receiving, and being clear what it is you want, what you're putting out into the universe, because that's what comes back to you. And you have to balance it. Balance the good and the bad, the highest expression of light and the lowest expression, and bringing it all together so that you can truly live your best life now. So now we'll go into Abiola Abrams' Secret of the Ancestor deck and get a clarifying card from the ancestors of how we're going to do this. How do we bring it all into balance? Because this is what we want. We want to live our best life now, not being guided or controlled by the fears that pop up and the fear that the world shows us. That's too many. We're going to go again. One card, please. This one. Okay. So speed is what comes up. The creature of air. And it is number 34. This is happening quickly. Change happens the moment you make the decision that you want something different and move in that direction through action. You have to put action behind it, because if you just hope and wish and not make a move toward it, you won't ever get it. So 34 is the creature of air, speed, and it says, I am willing to take my time. Take your time. Do it right. Make sure you know what it is that you want in this life, and then move toward it quickly. But be clear about it. Be wise about it. And the ancestral medicine says your ancestors were not always great communicators. You must heal this going forward. Respect your truth and the truth of others around you as well. Respecting your truth and the truth of others around you. That's what they're telling us that we need to do as we go toward the light of our own love and seeing how that shows up. Because we get to do it, okay? We'll get one more Soul's Journey card from the Soul's Journey deck by James Van Praagh and see what our soul is saying. 2 cards flipped over. The first one is Judgment. Judgment shows up. How does it show up? It shows up to teach us what we need to learn, the lessons, and to alchemize it, as this card said, bringing it all into balance. And it says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And it brings us all into a space of freedom. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. We'll ring that in. What are you creating? How are you living your life in the most abundant way? How are you showing up for you in a way that you've never showed up before? This is your time to rise and shine, because your light has come and it is you. So truly, truly, truly believe in your dreams, believe in your goals, and work toward them. Moving out of the illusion, moving out of the fear, moving into the love and the light so that you can receive all that your heart desires. This is your time to rise and shine, to grow, to glow, and to flow. this is the message. This is the time that I have. I am totally exhausted today because I did my event yesterday and it took a lot out of me. We were up all night long and I really haven't rested. So my energy is a little low, but I am here committed to my challenge of going live 365 days of the week and sharing my experience here on TikTok, playing with my little girl, and just enjoying life. I pray that each of you are blessed today, that you're showering yourself with love, that you're covering yourself with all the good that this life has to offer, and that you are remembering that you get to decide how good can it get. So until next time, I am your soul sister, speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. What did you say? Thank you. Thank you. I will open up right now just to give me a little more time. If anyone would like to ask a question or have a reading, I will do one. If anyone is here and would like a reading and have a question, because this is what I do. So if you want to have a question answered, put the question in the chat and we'll go into the tarot and see if you have an answer that we can get. Anyone? I see a lot of y'all on the call, so what y'all want to do? Do y'all want to be ballers, shot callers? We're walking away from the things that no longer serve us so that we can receive everything that does. This is the Eight of Cups energy. Did I make a mistake with this relationship? Oh, Christy, that is a good question. Did you have some challenges on this love day? Let's see. Did you make a mistake? Did Christy make a mistake in her relationship? Let's see what we come up with. Did Christy make a mistake in her relationship? Do you feel that you made a mistake? Do you feel that you made a mistake? Because you know if you've made that mistake. But the card that popped out is the Two of Pentacles, which was the beginning of this. It's like, are you bringing balance to it, right? Do you feel that you've made a mistake? If you feel that you've made a mistake, you have that answer already. But Two of Pentacles is just all about balancing, bringing balance into every relationship, bringing balance into it all. But let's see what the book says. Number 2. Number 2. Two of Pentacles, that's the manifestation, what's coming in. And it just basically says, I create an equilibrium in my life that allows me to be my best self. Is that relationship allowing you to be your best self? If it is not, then it probably is a mistake. So you have to move beyond that. Because sometimes we get into these relationships, and me personally, I can speak from my 8-year relationship that I was in, and I kept hoping that it would get better. But that person wasn't accepting me in my true form. They wanted me to be something else. And I people please a lot. So that people pleasing and wanting to make sure they're good, even at the expense of me, was not the benefit. So if you're not able to be your best self in that relationship, if things make you feel less than, you may have made a mistake. But only you know. Tarot never gives you answers. It only clarifies what you already know. I hope that helps. Ashe. It says, I have the same background. Do you have the same background as pulling cards? Do that. You know, this is our creator platform. You know, you can do whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. I saw someone said, the cards are for you. Give thanks. The cards are for you. Yes, they are very much great tools to help you clarify what you already know. I'm happy that was helpful, Christy. Is there anyone else who has a question that we can go into? Because the message is not only for Christy, it's for everybody. It was for me too. And that was something that I finally had to just make the decision. Can you trust your ex? Okay, let's see. Can she trust her ex? If you have questions about trust, sis, it probably means that you can't. But let's see what the cards say. Can she trust her ex? Or Marco. Is it Marco? Oops. Too many. Can you trust your ex? Let's see. These cards are popping out all kind of ways. But let's see if we can trust our ex. If he's your ex, why would you care if you can trust him? Do you have children together or something? So this is the card that comes out. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. So if you're thinking so much about can you trust him, can you really trust yourself? Can you trust yourself? Because this is all about getting clear in your own mind, getting clear about what it is you already know. If you know that there have been issues of trust, that may be an area that has to be rebuilt, reestablished, but it's really about you trusting you and trusting that you can make the best decision for yourself. It's not about your ex, it's about you. So let's see what the Five of Swords says about can you trust your ex. Five of Swords. It says, the lessons move me ahead always. The lessons move me ahead always. So whatever it is that you've learned through that relationship already about trust, you have to learn the lesson. So that lesson can only be revealed through you in making sure you come into your heart. Get out of your head into your heart and trust your heart beyond anything else. And learn your lessons, because if you don't learn the lessons will repeat. So learn the lesson and move ahead. Move ahead. If he's an ex, it's an ex for a reason, and you don't want to give your energy to that. You know, it's like, okay, you're my ex, you're living your life, do what you do, but you focus on what you're supposed to do and move forward, because they're an ex for a reason. Ashe, give thanks. Does anyone else have a question? We can dive into a couple more. A couple more questions if you have them. This has been a day of love, and I guess some of us weren't able to spend it with loved ones, so we're on this TikTok platform spending some time creating new things, right? Eight of Wands is all about speed and change, and we got speed in the creature of air earlier. So let's look at what that Eight of Wands is telling us, as I was talking about, you know, not being with our loved ones, being on TikTok, you know, spending our time with ourselves in a sense, or with whatever comes up. I give thanks for each of you who have shown up in this live to spend the day with me or the evening with me, because I was bored. So this is what I like to do for fun, and I'm doing it and doing it well. So Eight of Wands says, it's go time. I fall into the flow of this quickening energy, and I swiftly face my desires head on. So, you know, those of us who have desires of love, have desires of having new love, this is the time. Just get clear about it. You know, as the King of Swords had shown up before, it's like making wise and intelligent decisions about our life, and really beginning to build on a new foundation of loving ourselves. As I said before, we're on this Madly in Love with Me challenge, doing some things that you've never done to show up for you in a space of love, of bliss, of joy, of fun, finding places and things to do for yourself that are fun. And in that space, you may find your divine match, your real true love. You know, when you do the things you love to do, you can find people who also love the things you love, and you can build new foundations. Pentacles is all about material manifestation of the things that we desire. But we have to be actively doing those things to meet people who also enjoy doing the things that we enjoy doing. And that was a big thing with my relationship. The things that I enjoyed, my partner didn't enjoy. And it was like it suppressed my energy to have fun because he didn't enjoy the things I enjoyed. So that's one thing that I'm changing moving forward, is that I'm going to do more things that I enjoy so I can find people who enjoy doing the things that I enjoy. As Carlos had said, or Marco had said, that he enjoys these cards as well. And this is what I enjoy: tarot, astrology, things of enlightenment, and being able to talk about them. So as the messenger, here I am to talk. Okay, so here we go with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles says, I can be practical and realistic and still run ahead and meet my dreams. So that was the thing. You know, I can be practical. He said I was way too spiritual. Everything's not spiritual. Well, to me, everything is very spiritual. So that's the practical side of it for me. Even though it's spiritual, but I can continue to be very realistic in the way that I show up by utilizing spirituality. In my book, Aligned and Crowned, The Wheel Within the Wheel, it talks about practical spirituality, and it's utilizing universal law or universal principles to begin to align our chakras, which is our life force energy, to move us in the direction that we are meant to be, where our soul is guiding us. And some people are not at that level yet, and that's okay. But I'm at that level, and I need people that support that. So I really, truly appreciate all of you who come in and listen to the readings and give me the opportunity to express and talk about what I'm learning in this spiritual realm. Is there anyone else who would like to ask a question? I'm open to answering a few questions. If anyone has a question, just put it in the chat as we tap in one more time. Oh, and I heard the ancestors. Okay, we're moving out of this heartbreak, death, and despair. We're moving out of it into temperance and patience. It talked about speed, but slowing down to be sure what it is you desire. And then holding the torch, being the way for others so that they can see you first. If you want a partner, if you want love, you have to shine your light. You have to be at the gate waiting and being intentional, like, hey, here I am, this is what I'm about. And be clear so that you can communicate that, so that the person you attract can know, hey, this is what I'm about. And if this isn't what you're about, then we can move our separate ways. But if it is what you're about, let's dive deeper into it. Okay, D, you said, will I be going back to my job? Will D be going back to her job? Do you want to? Sometimes we leave jobs for a reason. Oh, it said walk away, sis. This is the 10 of Swords. We walk away from the things that no longer serve. That job served its purpose, and now it's time to walk into something new. It's time to go into something new. We'll see what 10 of Swords says. But it really, truly depends on you. Understand that tarot is never a guarantee that this is the way, but it's the energy in the space for you for now. So walking away from that job the reason you left it in the first place is truly still a reason where you should keep on moving, don't stop, okay? Know that something better is available. We don't have to feel locked down to something because it's familiar or because I've been there so long or it's what I know. There's other ways that we can use our gifts, our skills, and our abilities. And you're supposed to start a new one on Monday. So I would say go into that new one, because it says that in that space you can find healing, you can find wholeness. It says you are healing every day. So as you go on this journey of life, doors close, new doors open. And be grateful that you have another job already as an offer. That one may be the one that gives you what it is you need to really begin to advance yourself and grow and really find a income and a passion that supports you. We don't have to stay caught up in the same stuff. You know, things are always changing. When we get stagnant and stuck in the same old same, we only get the same old same. So give thanks, sis. I'm thankful that was helpful. Booyah, this card called us out. It is the Eight of Pentacles. You have everything you need to create the life you want, doing what you love to do passionately. So this new opportunity may have some real great opportunities for you. This new job may have some great opportunities for you, but go into it utilizing all that you are, utilizing your gifts, your talents, your abilities, and shining your light. Don't dim back. Show them what you're working with, sis. Greetings, sis. Welcome in, Lynette. How was Savior's Day? I know that's what your day was full of today. Private duty nursing. Okay. So, you're speaking to me now. This is one of those things that tarot does. Okay, so I'm a nurse as well. I've been a nurse for 27 years, and I kind of got burnt out from it, and I left my job, and I haven't been working in nursing for a while. I reached the ceiling. I was hospital administrator and doing all this stuff. I accomplished all my goals in nursing. And we can make good money being a nurse, but I'm like, I need something that's going to be more in tune with what I want to do, right? So I had considered private duty nursing, and especially hospice, because I work with ancestral spirits, and I've done hospice before, but I left it because it was so draining on my spirit. I wasn't so solid in my knowing of balancing the energy and building relationships with families, and then having the loved one transition, which I was okay with that, but it was just very taxing on my psyche. So I left it for a while, but I have considered going back. So I'd like to know how that private duty goes for you. Please message me and let me know. What company is it with? Oh, that one popped out. That's the ancestors that I was saying was coming through. And it is the Peacemaker. This is that Num Kumawani energy. I'm a Zulu Inyanga as well. I did my initiation as a Sangoma with the Zulu tribe. And this Num Kumawani is the goddess of the harvest. It's the goddess who brings forth everything that we need. And she's a shapeshifter. She oftentimes presents as the elephant, and then sometimes she presents as other things. You can work with her through rainwater and through the rain and the rainbow. The rainbow is my love language. I love everything about the rainbow. But it says persistent patience. So I'm in this space right now where Spirit has had me to just be still, as the Hermit showed up earlier in the reading, to go within myself and see what it is I truly desire and how I want to show up in the world, in the nursing arena or in any other arena. I also am a life coach, and I do coach women on self-care and self-love. So this is like kind of two different areas, but again, we're balancing and bringing it all into practical spirituality. So it says, I feel you, Loving Care LLC. Well, ooh, I like that. I feel you. Because our feelings is what brings things into motion. So, yeah, that sounds good to me. Persistent patience, okay? So be patient. Go in with an open heart and an open mind, and then just navigate it based on your feelings, right? Based on how it feels to you, because that's where really how we manifest, through our feelings. So this is number 14, which is my life path number. I'm a life path number 5, and it's all about freedom. So, clocking a clock really be making me like, I don't want to keep doing this, but income is important. So I'm being patient. And it says, my life is aligned and I go with the flow. So right now I'm loving being able to have the freedom to come on live, do these pools, preparing my mind for marketing my books, and building my coaching clients. That's really what I want to do, but bills still need to be paid. So of course, I may have to go on into something else. Greetings, sis. You said, amazing. This was the regional gala graduation. We graduate. Oh, so you graduate next Saturday. Okay, I saw you all in your white. You looked glorious. You look like an angel, sis. I was like, oh, look at you. You look so beautiful, and congratulations on your graduation. Whoop, whoop. We're going to ring the bell for you. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to read the ancestral medicine for the peacemaker, persistent patience. Okay, it says, family healing is key with most issues of addiction and overindulgence. However, this is a journey you must first walk yourself. Write a letter to a personal area of imbalance, addiction, or overindulgence. So get clear about what it is you are struggling with so that you can move forward from that. Because this is what the ancestors are saying. Get clear about it, right? I'm going to read that again. My eyes are playing tricks on me. It says, family healing. So family healing, going into home health, is family. You're going to be dealing with a lot of the family members as well. Is key with this. Okay. Family healing is key with most issues of addiction and overindulgence. However, this is a journey that you must first walk yourself. Write a letter to a personal issue of imbalance, addiction, or overindulgence. So that's what we're doing. We're just getting clear. Like what has worked, what hasn't worked. And then letting go of those areas of overindulgence, over addiction. If you're doing things that you might shouldn't do, stop it. Just stop it. And go into something that is more in alignment with your truth. Because that's the only way we're going to get what we want, is when we're showing up authentically. No more playing games, no more putting on masks, no more dimming our light, no more following fear or moving in fear and allowing that to be our motivator. We're going to sit still and we're going to just allow the flow to happen. And what's for us will show up as long as we're clear about what it is we desire. So, thank y'all again for allowing me to share my gift. Thank you again for allowing me to play with my little girl. And thank you for allowing me to come into your world and offer some advice or some guidance or some confirmations. Because that's all tarot is, a confirmation of what you already know. So until next time, if you haven't already, you can watch this full replay on my Circle of Sisters Table Talk page on YouTube. Please go over there, like and subscribe. And then Until next time, I'll be back tomorrow to do it the same way, tapping into the energy and just seeing what Spirit has to say. So I am Chantel Sierta Shakim, your holistic self-care practitioner and soul guide, and I am speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. Thank you all for your time and your energy, and until next time, every day is a new opportunity to make it better than the day before. And just remember, you have to remember to believe how good can it get. Until next time, peace and love.